What's going on, guys? How y'all doing today? I did get to go on this little hiking walk this weekend with my girlfriend. Nothing too crazy, but it's just really pretty. Um, cool little lake. Just nice scenery. Um, got a chance to use some of these knives. Not very hard. Pretty much just did, strip the bark off of them, made a couple walking sticks. Girlfriend used the Umnumzaan and whittled herself a prison shank. That was kind of funny. But I have videos. I have some videos of some of that. It's pretty much a bunch of minute-long videos, and I want to upload them, but for some reason, the way that my phone saves them, it saves it as like a 3PG file or something like that, and iMovie on my Mac apparently doesn't like those files. So I need to figure out how to combine them before I can upload the video, so so I can show you guys of where I went, some of the light stuff that I did with this. But so if anybody has any suggestions, let me know. That would be that would be fantastic. Oh crap, I'm probably also gonna clean this one. But pretty much got to use the knives. Had a good time doing it. Some not so interesting results, just a little different than what I thought. And now I'm gonna clean them. So they got a little dirty. You can tell the handle's a little dirty. It really doesn't pick up dirt as much as oil or grease from hand sweat or grease or something. I was just cooking, and sometimes I'll cook. Then I'll come over here while the food's actually cooking and play with the knife, and some food oil, some grease will really stick on these Lindt micarta handles instead of actual dirt. If you have dirty hands, I feel like the Lindt micarta will repel that pretty well. I'm gonna start doing the video instead of just talking, then not having anything to do. So I have this cleaning brick. It's a multi-purpose eraser. It's pretty much, I got the idea from J Davis 882, his video on cleaning. He mentioned the Mr. Clean like eraser pads or something. That's pretty much what this is. This is just the ShopRite generic version. There's the box for it. It was like a third of the price. I mean, I think 4 pads were like $2. And so we know his pads work. So let's see if my pads work. Yeah. Yep, sounds like that, huh? So, according to his video, you just wet the pad a little bit. Alright, please somebody make the joke in the comments that I'm thinking in my head. Then squeeze out the water, and then pretty much just gonna brush the knife to clean off the handle, and really show you how much gunk is in there. I'm also gonna do my paramilitary too, just to clean it. I'll show you guys the blades. The Umnumzaan, they handled it extremely well. You can see some use, but I didn't touch these. Oh yeah, should let you guys know, I didn't touch these blades since I got out of the woods. However they were was however they were, and I just wanted to do it for an accurate cleaning test, just to show you guys and stuff like that. I like to be as accurate as possible, or as realistic. I'm not trying to change up the results. Sure, I like some knives, but not enough to falsify results of what I get. Alright, I think I'm good, and let's start cleaning. Let's see if these generics work as good as the Mr. Clean ones. So he said just some light pressure, because here's the thing with a Lindt micarta, if it gets wet it darkens immediately, so the results are going to be a little flawed immediately anyway. So that's why I figured I'll do this one first. Getting some gunk out. They weren't too dirty, I guess. And of course my hand's wet, so. Oh, there you go. That's really dirty where the palm was. So let's see. I guess I'll start talking about results while I'm just cleaning. Both knives, I think, performed very well with edge retention, let's say. Both knives still are sharp. I stripped the bark off of a couple branches, and I made a couple walking sticks. And when I say I made a couple walking sticks, you know, I peeled off some layers to make it a little rounder, get down to the smoother handles. Let's see, let's get a towel in here, wipe this down a little bit. Of course, the towel's gonna make this linty. Oh, cheap towels. But actually, this bit into the wood okay. The wood was hard. I mean, I don't know what kind of wood it was. It was a branch. It was a dead branch laying on the ground. But the SE bit in alright. But the Umnumzaan actually bit in better than the SE3. It's a funny thing because my girlfriend actually noticed that right away. And you know, that's before I said anything. She's not a girly girl by any means, but she doesn't know she doesn't really know the sciences behind edge geometry and grinds and convex versus V. Wow, this was dirty. I've had this for months, 6 months maybe now without cleaning it. And I guess I should have did an up close to before. Oh, sorry guys. So that's after cleaning. I think the carbon fiber pops more now. Here's this side uncleaned. You can still see it, but I think that shines a little better. I mean the proof is right there. It obviously cleans. So that's pretty cool. Thanks John for the tip on this. Apparently these seem to be working all right. For a cheap generic kind. So if you don't want to pay $6 for the Mr. Clean kind, you can get your whatever store you're in. They're generic. Can you hear that? Okay, as opposed to slightly different. I can hear a little bit of a difference. I wanted to take the pocket clip off and do both sides, but I'll do that not on camera, so I don't waste some of your guys' time. But there you go. Let's see. I guess I should get it in frame if I'm going to record this. Might as well get it in frame if you're going to bother. But anyway, guys. Yeah, the Umnumzaan bit better into the wood. Made a little bit thicker curls, bit deeper into the wood than the SE3. And I think that's because blade geometry. I think it's because the Umnumzaan has a convex edge, has a slightly convex edge from factory, which on this one wasn't changed. And I'm just gonna cleave the blade off. So let's see. You guys can tell. Wow, 7 minutes already. I go slow or something. I'm sorry, guys. That's why I put a towel down. This is how I clean. If you guys have a better way of cleaning a blade, let me know. Always open to suggestions or new things, but this is how I do it, and you can see sometimes there's casualties. But, whatever. No big deal. I was first tentative to use this on the Umnumzaan actually, just because everybody talks about. Oh wow, now I'm getting this all wet. You guys can see it's lighter now though, right? Oh Jesus. I'm such a mess today, guys. It's unbelievable. I have so much shit going on in my life right now. It's absurd. My girlfriend that I've been seeing for a year lives like 6 hours away. We're not in school anymore, so it makes things a lot harder. My student loans are coming in. My job is actually getting close to coming to fruition, but I just got an opportunity at a much closer place with a fixed income instead of a financial advisor's income, which varies per month. So just tons of shit going on right now. So I'm gonna be scatterbrained. We're pretty much a giant idiot the next couple videos, so I apologize. But there you go. There's the blade. That cleans up quite well. One reason to absolutely love stone washing. Cleans up mighty well, and that's pretty sharp. But back to what I was saying. I was a little scared to clean this with Scotch-Brite at first, just because if you read the CRK forums at all, they say, oh yeah, they'll show a picture of an antique-looking Sebenza or Umnumzaan and say, oh, I gave the Scotch-Brite treatment, which I guess is this side, and scrub pretty hard on it to give it a different look or to take away some scratches. So, which I think I will be doing on this pocket clip. I bought this extra extra duty or something to try and take that away. Let's see, I'm gonna dry this real quick, guys. You know, I kind of forgot I had a towel laying down there. I was looking for a towel, and you know, obviously oh boy, it's gonna be a long week. I intended to do a couple videos today, but other things came up. I gotta get out of here fairly shortly. So there's that. That looks pretty new. I apologize for not really. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I went over this and then I went down here. Can you guys see that it seems to be a very faint line right there where the carbon fiber looks lighter over here? And that's the line where I went with that pad, that, you know, scratch remover or whatever, you know, that's where I went over with this pad. And, you know, it seems to work. I mean, you can tell that the pad's dirty, so it's cleaning the knives. I don't know what it's going to do on a blade. I clean my blades after every time I use them pretty much. So this should be clean and fine. But still going strong with the Parrot 2. This is the S90V model. Still really haven't sharpened it, just on some 2000 grit sandpaper and a strap to touch it up. Doing great. Where is my Essie? Here we go. Okay, I'm going to dry my hands. Now my hands are still a little moist, but I probably didn't show you guys this good enough in the beginning, but this part's black because it's still wet-ish. You see how when I do that it gets darker because it gets wet. But if you remember my other video, this was the handle was a lot darker. It was more this color, but now it's a much lighter gray. It's not as light as the camera's showing, but pretty much that color. It really cleaned up this a lot. This was pretty dark before, you know, but now it's a lot lighter. So that definitely worked. The coating on the blade, you know, shaving some bark off a branch and then making some curls and, you know, what's it called? Whittling some wood with it. I mean, the coating pretty much laughed at that. You're probably not gonna mess with this coating. You're not gonna mess up this coating too badly, anything short of batoning, and I didn't do any batoning with this. So the coating's still holding strong. The edge is still sharp. Yeah, the edge is still very sharp. There's no sign of edge degradation or edge wear. So I'm happy with the results. I really got to beat on, I wouldn't even say beat on, but I got to use a folder harder than I normally do. And it's just nice to see that it came out with flying colors, you know, no problems whatsoever. The edges were still sharp. I was pretty positive I was going to have to sharpen something after doing that. But you learn with experience. And just by using stuff you learn. I stabbed a couple dead trees, you know, fallen dead trees that I was sitting on with both these knives, and the tips are, I hope you can see that, the tips are fine. There you go. You know, tips there. Tips there. So it's all good. That's just a nasty looking blade, man. I love that blade design. This is just a sexy looking knife to me. So I talked for almost 15 minutes now and felt like I barely showed you guys anything, so I apologize for that. But there you go. That's the cleaning of those two, and that's the cleaning of this as well. Some water spots on here now. You can see the difference right there. I don't know what that's about, but I assume that this is just wet and this is dried. But so this came out nice. This pattern's hard to see in the beginning. You know, it's not the high polished carbon fiber like on the Sage or Gale Bradley, but it's nice. It definitely restored some grip. Absolutely did. So J Davis 882, thank you for that little tip to use these. And he uses the Mr. Clean kind. It's like the Mr. Clean Magic Eraser, and I just used the ShopRite multi-purpose eraser. This is the generic kind. Both seem to work quite well. Titanium's cleaned up. I didn't use this on the titanium. This actually worked very well for him on his titanium. I wonder if it'll take anything off. I don't think this is too dirty. It's not like I was rolling around the ground with it. But let's just see real quick. Sorry for the long video, guys. Like I said, I was discombobulated. Had to do a couple phone calls with student loans, and that always, of course they're outsourced to India. No offense to India, but sometimes it's very difficult to understand your accent when you talk that quickly, and you're using that many numbers of 5 different loans and yada yada yada. So yeah, I need to go to the gym ASAP to calm the hell down. And I'm searching for a towel again when I have it right here. You guys, by all means, please laugh at me in this video. I just don't think the titanium was that dirty. But yeah, looking good. Sorry, not in focus. But edges are sharp. Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Cut test, but of course I forgot. So just to show you, I haven't touched these edges up at all. I mean, there's not a catch. That's, heel the tip. Up here is a little duller, I guess. I definitely, I stabbed a couple trees, dead trees, of course, with this, and the tip's fine. Pierced great. So you can tell this is still sharp. This actually might even shave hair. Let's see, where do I want to lose some hair? There you go. There you go. So yeah, whittled some wood. I mean, my girlfriend it was probably, 1.5 inches, and she whittled down to, a foot of it down to a point with this, and I use this as well. So definitely great edge retention on this S30V Umnumzaan. And it should be easy to touch up. Looking good. And then let's see, what about this? There we go. I use this most of the time, and I definitely even use this to dig under some knots in the wood and pop them out. So I definitely torqued on this a little bit, use some torsional force, and that's pretty darn good too. Yep, I mean, I can't ask for anything more than that. I'm perfectly happy with that result of using it a little bit in the woods for an hour maybe, and then coming back and it still slices paper. So I'm happy with those results. I'm sorry for the extremely long video, guys. I'll let you know. I'll put something in the title to say, like, watch this if you need to go to sleep. Something like that. But I want to do a takedown video of the Umnumzaan. I actually want to do a takedown video of this parrot too, because I feel like there's a little something in the pivot. I don't know if you can hear that. But it's not as smooth as it used to be, so gonna oil it up, do some stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. For the millionth time, I apologize for the long video. I hope I didn't piss too many of you guys off. That's what happens when you do a video all scatterbrained and messed up and shit. I was gonna wait till later, but I was like, no, I feel bad. I haven't put a video up in a while, so here it is. Thanks a lot, guys. And if you can, drop me a tip on what to use to combine clips together. Alright, like I said, I have some clips to show you guys, but I don't know how to make them into one whole long clip. So, thanks a lot, guys. Shit, 19 minutes. I wish I could redo this and make it shorter, but, the knives are clean now. So, thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it.